I'm Michelle Brooke. Clinton has the day off. As the Senate committees, including Agriculture and Finance, continue to roll out language as part of the One Big Beautiful Bill, we're sifting through the biggest differences between the House and Senate when it comes to ag and what it all means for farmers. Potential changes to the farm safety net in the budget reconciliation bill are fairly similar in the House and Senate, as both raise reference prices. But the farm CPA Paul Neiffer tells Ag Day the way the Senate calculates price loss coverage and agricultural risk coverage payments is more beneficial.
Instead of having a floor, because remember, they recalculate the effective reference price every year. And right now there's a floor based on 85% of the 5-year Olympic average price of the MYA, the average price for the year. Well, the Senate actually increased that up to 88%. And that actually results in a boost on the corn PLC price by about 15 cents. And I think on soybeans, it's about 35 cents. So that's very beneficial.
Neiffer was also hoping the Senate would boost the ceiling from the current 115% of the EFR.
They had talked last year about boosting up to 120%. Well, I think that was too much for the budget, so they kept it at 115%.
But farmers will automatically get the higher calculated payment rates for ARC and PLC for the 2025 crop year. On tax policy, Neiffer says a slight negative is the Senate's Section 199A deduction is 20%. The House version is 23%. But the Senate's version is better on bonus depreciation.
We know in the House they enacted bonus depreciation at the 100% level, but it was only through 2029. The Senate makes that permanent. So that's a really good deal for ag.
Neiffer says another nuance is the Senate lowers the pass-through entity deduction for state and local income tax to $10,000 versus the House at $40,000. However, they kept the estate tax permanent and at $15 million. The Senate Ag Committee also included a national fix for California's Prop 12 hog production rules.
That has set a precedent on that a state can change the production methods that people use to be able to sell into that state. It opens up the potential that every state could have a different mandate on how we grow pigs.
Both pork and cattle producers have praised the Senate Ag Committee's work to extend key animal health provisions in the House bill in lieu of a 5-year farm bill.
You know, that big chunk of the farm bill that's in this reconciliation bill, including those animal health provisions that we have worked on for so long in the cattle industry. That is a huge win for cattle producers.
The House and Senate now need to work out their differences. President Trump has said he wants to sign the legislation on July 4th, which could be a tough lift.